So yeah, Spider-Man. I just saw it. I went to a late Thursday night showing, and I got to finally be a part of the It crowd. So this is going to be a spoiler-free review. Hey guys, Chris with Talking Through the Medias, by the way. And if you haven't gone to go check out the Spider-Man movie Homecoming, then you need to go do that right now, because it was amazing. It was a good time at the movies, and I had a blast with this. I did a tweet, and I said, you know what? With every reboot, it seems like that first movie that comes out, Spider-Man seems to be getting better and better. And if this movie is what I think it is, the next guy who's playing Spider-Man after Tom Holland is probably going to be the greatest Spider-Man of all time. But I never want to see that happen, because Tom right now is the greatest Spider-Man of all time. So, without giving anything away, Tom Holland, he personifies Peter Parker. He is Peter Parker. And that was perfect, because when he puts on that suit, when he talks, the awkwardness, the things that he does, the things that he says, he's an 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid now. He remembers what it's like to be 16, 15 years old, and that's the character that he's playing. And it's so believable, and he delivers. He taps into that nerdiness so well, that geekiness and everything about Peter Parker so well, and it's hilarious. All the twists and the changes to certain types of characters it's fitting. It blends so well. The first thing I noticed when I started this movie was it didn't feel like one of the Sony made movies. It felt like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It felt like, from beginning to end, from the opening scene with Vulture to when we finally got into it with Peter Parker and Spider-Man, it just felt the whole thing. I mean, you had the Avengers Tower there, and you had things going on. You know how they talk about the incident. So it did not feel like Sony had their hands on it at all. And I'm not saying that's a good thing or not. I'm just saying that it just feels like that this universe opened up, and hey, Spider-Man was there all along. So that whole thing, now that at the expo, Tony was Spider-Man was there, great, because with this movie, now you believe that. You feel that Spider-Man has always been there. From his relationship with, they really did this like 80s style Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller. Really, there's a scene where I really called it. I'm like, they're probably going to even show a scene from Ferris Bueller, and you'll see what I'm talking about with that. They knocked it out of the park, man. These little awkward moments with kids, bullying with and not in the old-fashioned way, which is extreme bullying. Awkward pauses, a lot of just crazy stuff. It was the most awkward Spider-Man ever, and that was awesome. And the most excited and most exciting Spider-Man ever. I mean, you could tell Tom Holland, this Peter Parker, this Spider-Man, this character was happy. It was the most happy Spider-Man movie ever. And it had a lot of dark things going on, a lot of darkness, and it didn't need to be too dark. But the overall upbeat of it, the overall energy with the whole cast, even the littlest character like Flash, who's not, even he was hella more interesting in this version of Spider-Man than he's ever been in these movies. It was like not a typical high school. It was all science based. Everybody, it was cool to be a geek. It was cool to be into science. It was like nerds versus geeks. Like the jocks were the nerds, or the geeks, and the nerds were the nerds still, or whatever. So it was weird. It was a weird thing. All the villains, from the ones that with the Easter eggs, and the ones that were all in your face, the Tinkerer and whatnot, the Shocker. These guys were. There was a good band of villains. Is it one of those weak villain kind of situation, make the hero look better? No, not really. This is still Michael Keaton, and hey, look, I'm sitting there watching a Spider-Man movie, And the whole time I'm thinking, this guy came from Batman to Birdman, and now he's Vulture. And every time Spider-Man and the Vulture mixed it up, it was like I was just waiting for Michael Keaton to just let him have it with those old lines. I'm over here, I'm trying to make a living, I'm trying to make money for my family, and this Spider-Man guy, he keeps stopping me every single time I do it. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. But no, spoiler, that never happened. But that would have been awesome. But overall, most fun I've ever had with a Spider-Man movie since the first and the second one. Is it as exciting? I gotta with the overall, the tone, the pacing, the character development, the fact that Flash made Flash interesting. Zendaya, I can't know if I'm even saying her name right. She was funny as hell. And Aunt May. Oh, Marissa Tomei. Oh God, I love you so much. Perfect casting. Every time Aunt May gets better and better and better. So, and the fact that, you know, I was worried that Iron Man was going to be like a Civil War. If Civil War was the Avengers 2.0 kind of thing, I would thought that Spider-Man Homecoming was going to be a Civil War 2.0 or 3.0, whatever kind of a thing. But it didn't. Iron Man did not like overshadow or come in too much. He was in there enough to the point where he wasn't. It didn't feel like a Spider-Man and his amazing mentor movie. No, it just he was there at the right time, and he got out at the right time, and it was focused on Spider-Man. This is a Spider-Man movie. Don't worry about any of the things that you're probably worrying about. You're gonna have a good time. I had a blast. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna go into spoilers until a few minutes from now, and then I'm gonna edit the hell out of it. So I'm gonna give a quick little spoiler video. I want you to check it out. So if you like my reaction to it, I hope you do. Hit the like button. Let me know what you guys thought about the movie, when you see it, or what you're expecting to see, what your questions are. Anything else that I missed? There was so much that happened. I'm still kind of processing it. Stan Lee probably had the best interaction he's ever had. No, the strip club. Sorry, but it's up there. It's up there, top 10. And till next time, guys.